Now to tonight's other top story, with President Biden confronting Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, saying the humanitarian situation in Gaza is unacceptable and underscores the need for an immediate ceasefire. It was the first time that the two leaders have spoken since the Israeli military killed 7 humanitarian workers from the World Central Kitchen in a targeted attack. The president used the time with the prime minister to announce that within days, Israel's plans to protect the lives of innocent men, women, children must happen. Those plans must be announced. Many aid groups have paused their missions in the region because of the growing dangers to its workers, leading to fears of starvation. The UN is warning that half the population is already suffering from catastrophic hunger. CBS's Nancy Cordes will start us off tonight from the White House.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken issued a new but vaguely worded warning for Israel today.
If we don't see the changes that we need to see, there'll be changes in our own policy.
President Biden delivered a similar message in a direct 30-minute phone call with Israel's prime minister. He made clear, the White House said, that U.S. policy with respect to Gaza hinges on Israel's immediate action to better protect civilians.
What exactly is the warning that's being issued here?
I'm not going to preview steps. I'm not going to preview decisions that haven't been made yet, but there are things that need to be done.
The warning comes as a growing number of Democratic senators push the White House to impose new conditions on military aid to Israel after the deaths of an estimated 30,000 Palestinians and roughly 200 humanitarian workers. The 7 workers from World Central Kitchen were driving in a safe zone in marked vehicles and had registered their movements with the Israeli military. But they were targeted by missiles anyway, in what the Israelis say was a mistake. Vermont Senator Peter Welch.
Frankly, I think we're coming to the point where the president is going to have to make a profound decision, and that is, are we going to stop sending U.S. munitions to Israel that are used in Gaza?
The U.S. gives Israel more than $3 billion worth of military aid every year and has approved another transfer that includes more than 1,000 500 and 2,000-pound bombs.
The United States' support for Israel's ability to defend itself from a range of threats, not just Hamas, remains ironclad.
CBS News has learned that on their phone call today, President Biden asked Prime Minister Netanyahu to allow more aid into Gaza right away by opening specific gates and establishing more safe routes. And tonight, Norah, we have just learned that Netanyahu has followed through, allowing the opening of the Eretz Gate in the north of Gaza for the first time since the conflict began, along with 2 other aid corridors.
That is some new reporting just coming from Nancy Cordes at the White House. Thank you, Nancy.